recording this time. Yeah, this hand's great. Look at that. Look at this hand's got cards we can play. We've got both our thresholds. We're going to do something before turn 4. Just like, God bless it. It has nothing to do with experience and everything to do with math. Don't use your gut. Trust the numbers. Alright, opponent's playing Marshal Josephina for 4 charges, then give target troop can't attack or block until the next turn, so likely we're playing Diamond Wild Ardent, it looks like. So, I played my slow shard, my coins on 1, but like, this Shard Prism cycles, so like, it's not the worst. And we've got, like, Vampire Prince and a Vampire Princess here. Which, this card's actually pretty decent against the Ardent decks because they generate Valors. And whenever Princess hits my opponent, we take, we can take actions out of their hand. I think I might Transmog this just so I can smack them here. Yeah, 10 out of 10. I'm going to Transmog this and smack them. Have a copycat. So whenever Vampire Prince hits my opponent, we flip over the top card of their deck. If the top card of their deck is a shard, it transforms into a blood shard and comes to us. If it's not. Milling a Gust Mage isn't bad there, though. I'm going to verdict this Valor because I want to keep hitting them with this Vampire Prince. This is super aggressive, but I want to just keep using my resources here, and I don't want them to be able to trade with this Vampire Prince. So, like, countering the Valor counters the relevant half of this, so. Ryaalinth, probably going to be pretty good against the troop deck. Are we jumping? Are we jumping? I think I'd rather him jump this than jump this down the line. I feel like you're supposed to take the 2 here, because you probably have things like Moonrise Elder in your deck, so, like, having this out is valuable. Yeah. Hit a shard? Rats, no shards. So play the Vampire Princess, play our Blood Shard here. So, the resource base in this deck, we have Brides of the Damned, so we want to get to 5x Blood, but we also have 1 Psychic Ascension, but I think getting to 5x Blood is more important than getting to the 2nd Sapphire. Remains to be seen whether or not which of those is true. Keeps cutting in and freezing. I have not dropped any frames here, so if there's an issue, it's definitely on Twitch ends. Yeah, you're a coin flip when transmogging 1-drops in this format. What does that do? If this is Valorous, revert it and put it back into play. Intrepid Conjurer, sure. Oh, man. Oh, dragon, my dragon. Oh, dragon, my dragon. So when Ryaalinth comes into play, in addition to being a 5/5 with flight, he gives each opposing troop Soul Cursed. Which means when a troop is Soul Cursed, if it dies, all other Soul Cursed troops die. So let's play this Sapphire Shard. And let's play Ryaalinth out here, because this means if my opponent chumps with their Gust Mage, they lose their entire board. So probably not chumping with the Gust Mage. Hit you with 2 with the Vampire Prince. Survey says... Ah! We still haven't hit a shard. At some point this will hit a shard and it will be glorious. Vampire Prince is also kind of a sweet threat in these control decks. What does this attack mean? I'm not going to block because if he has a combat trick, the Princess can take the trick away next turn. This screams like he's got some kind of combat trick in his deck, right? And I'm at like 31, so had Diamond's favor. Sure, you're killing my card either way, so you should have just... Okay, that... I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Alright, Decree of Banishing, sure. Getting rid of the Princess, yep. Deal. I feel like you just do that pre-combat, and then... You just do that pre-combat, and then I can't, and then you just, like, get in 3 more points of damage. Hey, look at that. We got a Bloodstone. So, the Bloodstone, in addition to giving us a Blood Threshold, deals 1 damage to my opponent for each vampire we control. Am I just, like, playing this other Ryaalinth out here? Yeah, I think I am. Just like, oh, dragon, my dragon. Oh, dragons, my dragons! Come to me, dragons. And Ryaalinth is unique, so we can't, maybe he's not aware of what Soulcursed does. No, because, like, he could have just, like, given his thing plus toughness and, like, beat this in combat. Oh. Oh, man. It would be a damn shame if something were to happen to one of your Soulcursed troops. Just a damn shame. Alright. Poor guy. Almost feel bad. I don't feel bad. Oh, dragon, my dragon. We're gonna be like playing like 4 of this card by the end of the day, aren't we? I can feel it. This feels like a 4 Ryaalinth kind of day. So, what are we doing here? This feels like Verdict of the Ancient Kings and probably Dingle out. I just want some, like, more spot removal. Extra Transmog, just, like, bring in extra Cheap Shot, extra Strangle, Rock Cast Transmog. Yeah, sounds good. Sign me up. I think I'm happy with the rest of this. I probably don't need Psychic Ascension in this matchup, actually. Yeah, I'm going to put in Charge Colossus instead. That way I never need to worry about getting double Sapphire. I don't think Misery is particularly good. Let's just run it like this. Not terribly scientific. We don't have a really... This isn't tuned at all. I just threw this together before the stream, so just kind of getting a feel for, like, which cards feel good in this kind of archetype and which ones don't. Yep, hand seems great. Vampire Prince / Strangle on 2, Transmog that's castable. Got my big lady here, my big mama vampire queen. I'm gonna lead on this because both of these do require double blood threshold, so I want the option to play either of these on 2 here. Take 2. No play on 2 is fantastic for us. Blood. Oh, Prince. Prince is so sweet. Like, he buffers our life total. He applies pressure. He can trade with an early threat. And, like, he helps us draw resources. Like, this card seems sweet. We don't have our Kinglies anymore, but this guy's gonna do God's work. 10 out of 10 transmogging the Skyguard Steadfast Crusader. The Skyguard means he can block my Flying Dork, which I'm not okay with. Let's play this. Xmog this. Do you feel like champion choice is less important? I don't know. Champion... I don't understand what you mean. Like, what... Why do you feel that way? Or do you... Is that just like, you don't feel that way and you're just asking me if I do? I don't feel like anything's changed to make champion choice anything more or less significant. Flipped over the Moonrise Elder there, and they have the Ardent gems in these, so things that are good to know. Hero of Legend. Yep, he's, like, on a scale of 1 to Strangled. How do we feel about Hero of Legend? I feel like Strangled is definitely... So this says, whenever an Ardent troop hits me, my opponent gets to generate a Valor, which that's not okay, so... That's just, the efficiency on that is just so beautiful. I feel like I don't, like, it's more or less random than previous seasons, you feel like? I feel like she's not any more or less random than previous seasons. Alright, Dawn Mesa Duo. Oh, grab that real quick. Dawn Mesa Duo says, mobilize life drain, create a valor for each exhausted troop you control. Cute. Pass the turn here. Martial Josephina is good in aggressive decks while also being reasonable. No! No! My princely prince! So now I have kind of an interesting decision. It's like, do I cycle the Shard Prism? But I'm really like, oh geez. Oh, I'm so dumb. Oh, I'm so dumb. I was just clicking because I was talking about what we're doing with the Shard Prism. And if I would have transmogged this in response to the Valor, they wouldn't have made a thing. Anywho, I feel like we're not supposed to cycle the Shard Prism because I want to just draw shards here. So, feels bad, man, that I messed up there. Probably would have transmogged this in response. And, like, they wouldn't have this 2-1 here. Like, now we're kind of under the gun. I think I'm actually going to strangle this guy. I don't want him to make more. And then I'm going to Herofall this one. And that way next if we had a non-slow shard next turn, we can just like stick this Vampire Queen. Yeah. There's my queen. She's my pretty lady, my sugar darling, honey baby. Alright, so the queen brings her children with her, and the children are 1/1 with life drain and flight, and when they diligence, so when they're ready for the first time, they turn into either a prince or a princess. The children gonna get all grown up real quickly here. Alright, take 3 here. And we're in the enviable position of shards are good draws and non-shards are good draws. Because if we draw a shard, we get to activate our champion power. If we don't draw a shard, we drew a non-shard and then have a spell to play, you know? She's my pretty lady, sugar baby. Aspect of the Squirrel. That's pretty good, and they scrounged it. So this has flight on attack. I'm glad he put it on there, so I get to transmog the crap out of that one. The vampire child art is mildly disturbing. You're not wrong. Take 6, go to 8, crack you back for 5, go to 13. Yeah, seems good. Fair and balanced. I'm kind of surprised he didn't put the aspect of the scroll on the Gust page. Kind of surprised. Hey look, we drew a shard, and that's a good draw because let's activate our champion power. Yeah, I mean, like, we talked about her in the constructed review for a reason. Like, this card is definitely reasonable. Ooh, 2 more shards afterwards. Not so great. Is there a Waltz to the Damned in the deck? Seems more reasonable than Dreaded. I don't know that. I feel like Ryaalinth is just our sweeper. I feel like the decks where Ryaalinth isn't a good enough sweeper, we just, like, would want something like Oppression to clean up, like, their X ones. You're willing to be incorrect on that, though. I mean, how good would it be if we draw Bride of the Damned next turn and just, like, play this, kill your thing? So he has an Aspect of the Squirrel in his hand because he scrounged this one. Or Aspect of the Squirrel like that. Yeah, sure. You have a 9/8. And by that, I mean you have a copycat. Woo! Polar Bear Pouch. You enjoy. You enjoy. Jin Saku with the 6-month resubscription, half a year. Thank you for the continued support, man. I really do appreciate it. Welcome back. So these bad babies are gonna diligence next turn. They're gonna be real diligent. And they're gonna be 2 powers. Yeah, got them. All right, get them, got them. Good. All right, up a match. Oh no, I dropped a rank in the limited ladder. Oh no. Yeah, Waltz is fine. I don't know if I want it in this deck. Hey, Jake. And come sit by Dad. Say hi, Internet. My name is Jacob. Hi. Good waving, Jake. Oh, take your shoes off. Shoes off. Did you have a good morning at school? Yeah. Oh, next victim. Check it, see? Wreck it, see? Ooh, a Winter Moon opponent has appeared. We've got a lot of tools for the control matchup. I've got Withering Gazes and a bunch of verdicts on the board. Hand seems decent. Not like decent plus, but like, it's got both our thresholds. It's got a play on 3. It's got a Dingle. Ring-a-ding-ding-da-ding-da-ding-ding-ding. Ring-a-ding-ding-da-ding-da-ding. Hey. Stop hitting the microphone. Apologies if that just popped in anyone's ears. Could also be the absolute power combo. You're not wrong. In which case, the Dingle is going to be slightly less good. Unless they play Cyclone Shaper on 3, and then we're just going to get to, like, Dingle on curve. I love the Dingle on curve. Who doesn't love a good Dingle on curve? The real question here is, I guess if he doesn't give us something Dingle, we just like cycle the Necropolis coin to try and find an on-slow shard. So we could just go 3 into 4. Yeah. You funny kid, funny haha. Come on, Cyclone Shaper. Come on, Cyclone Shaper. Come on, Cyclone Shaper. Earth Mother. Huh. I'm just going to be resource efficient here and turn the 0-1 into an 0-1. Just wipe the text box right out off of that, shall we? She's my pretty lady. She's my $100 sugar baby. Is the avatar of Damned my sugar? Bride of the Damned? The sugar lady or the queen? I'm so confused now. They're all pretty ladies. Do you have a 4th shard, friend? You do not. Alright. So, Bride of the Damned here. 3/3 for 3 with lethal. Whenever we gain a blood threshold, target opposing troop gets biased to bias one permanently. When we have 5 or more blood thresholds, whenever an opposing troop dies, revert it and put it into play under our control. Alright, well, let's kill that. Attack for 3. Got 4 resources up here, so we get to go ahead and Epiphany. We're working right on curve here to hit our 5 blood thresholds for the Bride of the Damned. Ooh, Lanu Pause Sight. That draws more cards. Miss your shard. Ding. Alright. Our opponent's amassing a lot of card advantage here. Ooh, another Bride of the Damned, you don't say. I think I'm waiting to play that Bride because I'd rather play an Epiphany this turn. Yeah, I think I'd rather Epiphany this turn. Playing a second Bride out means every blood threshold we gain from that point on gives the troop -2. And the minus on this is not temporary. This is a permanent minus until that card gets reverted. So there's their shard. They're going to go ahead and snowball that velocity. Hopefully the fact that they missed a shard for a turn there is going to be more than enough for us to pull ahead. We'll see. That's interesting, Marty. I'll have to read that in a little bit. Cyclone Shaper. Yep. Huh. Worth noting, this Cyclone Shaper didn't draw cards for them, so that means they either already had it, or... Oh, geez. So I get to Epiphany here, and then if we hit a regular blood shard here, we can... No, wait, I could just Herofall this anyways. Oh, you want some pretzels? Pretzels? It's got this pretzel thing on lock, so we could get our blood threshold here, and then take their Cyclone Shaper? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, look at that. Look at this Cyclone Shaper card. This card's great. All our cards cost less now. Fancy that. You okay in my book, Bride. There's a reason why you so much platinum. There's a reason why you so much platinum. Look at that. You buy me other cards. She's worth every penny. She buys me Cyclone Shapers. Oh man, wait for it. Wait for it. Pew! Oh, denied. Oh, jeez. Could have played around that. Could have played around that. Solid play, Hoagland. Solid play. All right, so let's play. Let's play this Bride of the Damned. What if I transmog this? Yeah, I think I transmog this first. If it turns into 2 toughness, I can then kill it with the Bride. Oh, yeah. Oh, baby. Oh, can you feel it? Can you feel it? -2, -2. Revert and return to play under my control. Yes, please. Ding, ding, ding. All right, this deck is lit. It's lit, fam. Oh, look. Trigger. Draw some cards. Draw some cards. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby, a triple. Man, was that great, or was that great? All right, Verdict, Withering Gaze, Vampire Princess. Probably don't want Transmog. Probably don't want Cheap Shot. Probably don't want Strangle. Some amount of Dingle seems fine. Let's try this. This seems okay. Let's give it a go, shall we? Oh man, please crack. I mean, whenever he cracked there, he was losing the crock and we were getting it back. All right. This hand looks much better than the 7. You got Vampire Princess to pressure their hand here too. This out. I'm glad we decided to try this today. Alright, sweet. And another blood shard here means that I'm going to be more than happy to just, like, cycle these coins and hopefully find us a Sapphire Threshold here at some point. Something Borrowed. I think Something Borrowed is great. It's fixed. So, the floor on Something Borrowed is 5 cost, take target problem off the board, doesn't trigger Deathcry. The ceiling on Something Borrowed is I get to play your bomb. Hey, look, there's a Sapphire Threshold. So now this is kind of interesting. So, like, do I just jam the Princess here? Or do I wait until I can play it with the Verdict? They don't have Deny up, but they do have Dingle represented here. I don't... Thoughts? Opinions? We've got time on the clock here, so I'm going to think about this for a second. My gut says I should wait here. My gut says I should just, like... I have 2 more resources, I should just wait to play this Princess on 5. Yeah, the fact that it can't deny here is the one reason I'm considering jamming it. We didn't see Dingle last game. Opponent saying they're running to the bathroom. I feel... they're running to the bathroom. I don't feel bad about taking a minute at all then. Plus, we're technically ahead on clock for another 5 seconds. Yeah, I'm just going to pass here. I'm just going to pass. I'm just going to wait and play this on 5. Because, like, Princess is the type of card that can just, like, completely run away with this type of matchup. I feel like it's worth protecting. I mean, if they had a second Sapphire Threshold, they would have played it this turn. So, like, they obviously don't have it. So the 2 reasons I feel like waiting on the Princess is right here is, 1, we're guaranteed to hit resources 4 and 5, which means on turn 5, we're going to get to play this Princess with Verdict backup. The other thing is, I don't have another threat in my hand. So, like, making them have the Dingle here or making them have the Transmog here doesn't have a payoff for us, basically. Like, if we jam the Princess and they answer it, we don't have a follow-up to force through the following turn. So, I think if we didn't have resources 4 and 5, or if we had a second follow-up, we would jam the Princess here. But I think because neither of those things are true, we just sit and wait till 5. That's my thought process here. And those are like the kind of questions you want to ask yourself when you're making plays when you're playing a TCG, is like, you don't just want to, like, oh, I have 3 resources, I should play my Vampire Princess because it's turn 3 and I have 3 resources. You want to say, like, what's the upside to waiting? What are the sequences of cards my opponent could have? What's the payoff versus the risk? Like, those are the types of things you want to wait. You want to weigh when you're making decisions. And now I let my opponent ready here before trying to kill this Brown Fox Scout. And the reason for that is if they had denied... Oh, they couldn't have denied last turn with only one resource up. Because they didn't have double. Yeah. Alright. We might have gotten baited there. Now this payoff isn't very high because it doesn't do anything. It can't attack into this. I think we're still supposed to pass here. I'm probably just like snap verdicting a line of pause site here though. Kind of surprised they didn't champ power these back in last turn. I wonder if they missed it. Yep. Yeah, so they should have just done that last turn. Spewed some value there. Vampire Prince. Yep. Let's jam my Princessa in here. And they could have double interaction here because this makes their things cheaper. I'm going to hold the verdict as opposed to jamming the Prince because of Transmogrifade. You have another one? Another resource here, like, isn't amazing, but it does mean we get to hit our champ power next turn, which is nice. Like, we're not under a ton of pressure. This Prince means their Cyclone Shaper stays at home. Earth Mother. What a strange inclusion. I guess this lets them play the Coyotal Shard. And consult the talent. Okay. Interesting. Neat. Color me intrigued, opponent. Let's play this. Draw a couple cards here. They could transmog our Vampire Prince here. It is free from their Cyclone Shaper. Bride of the Damned. I think I'm gonna wait on the Bride of the Damned so I can play it plus this Blood Shard in the same turn. I don't know that I believe Diamond Sapphire Control is still playable. I'd be kind of surprised. Maybe better off with Eye of Winter. I mean, this enabling Consult the Talons and his Typhoon Sky Shapers and other stuff like that makes this card seem pretty reasonable. This also costs like 1, you know? Like that's real. Let's see if we cycle into a verdict here. Yep. Alright, survey says... Yep. It's not too surprising. Okay. Withering Gaze feels pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and play this out. Do I want to Withering Gaze this turn? I feel like I want to pass the turn here. And Withering Gaze next turn. This way, they have one more chance to draw a piece of interaction. They have like a Lanopause site in their hand. I'm going to feel kind of bad about that, but... I mean, everything feels like a real deck because most of the decks people are playing are awful right now. Like, that's just, like, the cold, hard, honest truth is that, like, this deck I'm playing is awful, the deck my opponent's playing is probably awful, and, like, even the first batch of decks from the CCS, most of those will be awful, and then, like, once you have, like, a focus segment from the CCS results to, like, work on, then things really start to shape up and tune and improve. And don't get me wrong, it's really fun playing awful decks and, like, working on new ideas, but, like, most things people are trying right now, including myself, aren't particularly good. Block. Gain 2 life. They're just attacking so they get to trigger their diligence. Might as well take my 3 points of life here. It'd be sweet if we draw like a Strangle or a Herofall next turn, so we can go Ryaalinth into Herofall your thing. Or Strangle your thing. Alright, let's Withering Gaze, see what you get. If they have counter magic, they should. Oh, that's a good one to take. Alright, we know Croc is there. Oh, and their Psychic Ascension went into my deck. God, that card is so good. Alright, this lets them Croc my board, but it Soul Curses their squad, so I think that's worth it. That's worth it. I can kill any of these to just wrath their board now. Well, and these things are Soul Cursed forever. How cute is that? I'm okay with him crocking me there. Or you're saying maybe he doesn't block? That's fair. I think I want him to croc me there, though. I think I'm going to hold this until I can cast the Psychic Ascension the same turn. Just to, like, make sure this resolves. Oh, and that one draws a card. That's cute. That's cute enough. Opponent Sex has some sweet things going on. See what they got going on over here. Shard. Alright. Deal. Oh, you know what? Should have hit with this first. Probably gonna hit a Shard. Feel bad about ourselves. Oh, there's the Cyclone Shaper. Alright. Okay, we got Psychic Ascension here. Grab a random action. Malevolent Machinations. That's not particularly good. Alright, so we're taking 10 here down to 15. I can pump a chump with this next turn. Let's draw an action for our turn and get a good action off of this. Just go super wide with our troops would be amazing. Opponent's got all the resources they could ever want thanks to their Earth Mothers. Oh, mother, my mother. We've got 10 resources too, so we've got a good number of resources here as well. We're technically not dead on board. This can chump here, and then we take 6 and go up to 7 down to 1. That's not an action. Gets lethal and invincible. Alrighty. Alright, this is a basic action, so I guess I'm just like taking this and pointing it at you, right? Hoping to get an Underworld troop. We got a flyer out of it, so I guess that's glass half full. That's, yep, okay. Still technically not dead on board, but probably dead. Like, on a scale of 1 to dead, we're just like... We needed to draw another action so we could generate more troops here, I feel like. Alright, so this has to hit something profitable. That doesn't do it right. Yep, we go block, and then take 6. So needed a little bit more gas there at the end. So seeing what their deck is doing now, I feel like I want more copies of Strangle. Although Dingle does seem reasonable. Something Borrowed also seems okay. Yeah, honestly, Verdict of the Ancient Kings probably isn't particularly good. Bring in a couple of Strangles and the extra Dingle. They're like, their threats are mostly troop-based. Let's do it, see how that goes. Ugh. We talked about 2 Sharders bricking every time. Hopefully this Vampire Prince is able to get in there and get some work done. I think the fact that we have Vampire Prince on the play and we're pretty likely to be able to connect with this on 2 means that this hand is worth keeping. Perfect. We have a 3rd resource. Sign me up. I think I'd rather Prince than Strangle this. Also, I could just like Strangle this next turn. Yeah, that seems fine. And then he doesn't get to diligence it and make a thing. Looking to dodge Transmog here. Hello, Jacob Jeffrey. Block every time. They're just attacking to enable diligence. They don't care about giving us 2 life. Watch him have some kind of combat trick here. Has the sure. Go ahead and kill that. Take them off their acceleration. Clear the coins out. Hit them for 1. There might be merit to, like, holding Dingle up here, but I think I'd rather cut him off his acceleration. Like, deny that diligence trigger. Cyclone Shaper here would be kind of annoying. Okay. So, I wasn't going to jam the Bride here into Counter Magic, but like I mentioned last game, or the first game when we were playing, I think it was, talking about like, yeah, I'm just gonna Dingle this. Just like keeps his threat off the table. Okay, so they're missing the resource drop here again, which is good. I'm really glad we countered their thing. Attack for 1 here. Now, do I want to play... Yeah, I probably want to play the Bride of the Damned, right? Oh, that's annoying. That's really annoying. You're really wiggly, Jacob. Yeah, Bride Dingle is definitely helpful. This could get denied here. It feels like they've been representing denied. Yeah, that's fine. I'm still going to play this out and pass the turn. But like, we have 2 other threats here that we're going to want to stick through at some point anyways, so... Plus, like, the upside if they don't have Deny there of, like, being able to kill this is pretty high. See if Princess can stick next turn. We got like threat in hand here, so I think we're just jamming. Okay, Transmog in the future. Not yet. Okay. Has the Mobilize threat perhaps? The 4/5 Typhoon Skyshaper. I think Skyshaper's like the real deal. No joke. Card's very good. Hopefully we draw a removal spell. That is perfect. That is so perfect I can't even put it into words. Please have Skyshaper. Please have Skyshaper. Please have Skyshaper. I have a stop here, right? Oh yeah. Resolves. It's gonna borrow this for a second here. Is that cool? Is that cool? I'm just gonna pick this up. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Is that good? How about a kiss? How about a nice kiss on the cheek now? Oh! Yahtzee! Oh, baby. So every time the princess hits our opponent, we reveal a random card from their hand. And if we reveal a action this way, we get to take it from them and turn it into a little peck on the cheek there. Little... You weren't using this, were you? This is, I can just hold on to that for a little bit. Crack him with this. You know I have this in my hand. I borrowed it from you. I'm gonna cycle this and try and hit a non-cycle resource. Am I allowed to post that on the internet, right? Twitch must be having some mad delay. You guys are pretty far behind where I'm at live. So the answer to the question earlier, is this card good? Pretty sure it's aces. Like 2's probably the ceiling because like it's expensive resource-wise, like 5's a lot, but it's a very powerful effect. Dread End. Oh, baby, baby. Ooh. Ooh, I found a piece of candy. I found a piece of candy. My pretty lady makes some vampire children, and they will feast upon our opponents. Transmogging the 6-drop is bold. No, no. Grab something off the board. Put target opposing card into your hand. Just pick it up. Yeah. Maybe you guys should try refreshing and see if that catches you back up. There's definitely a bad delay. They are snowballing hard here, so they've got a lot of cards that draw more cards. Hopefully, our princesses are going to be able to push through. Y'all are commenting on things a while after they actually happen. I don't think it takes cards off the chain. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Lead on Withering Gaze here. Show me what you're working with. Deny, Transmog, Croc. Well, we'd like to take Croc. Unfortunately, we cannot. So I think we're going to take Deny. It also takes the card draw off of it. How sick would it be if we draw the Deny off this Oracle Song, since that puts it into our deck? How sick would that be? Rats. Not that lucky. Alright, so... attack with these... And then I think I'm just holding up the Vampire Kiss here, because if my opponent crocs and fights these two, I guess they're just going to fight the two children, right? So I should just, like, play the croc. I should just, like, play this out, so that way I still have a vampire left over. Yeah, I'm just going to play this out so I have a vampire left over. And now they can croc fight these two, and then this will ready into a random one. We very well could still lose this game. I guess they have a Transmog in their hand too, so they Transmog the last vampire. Croc, still very good, turns out. Hello, Jacob Jeffrey. Are you excited? Are you excited? Yeah? We need some more pretzels? Because pretzels are the best. Alright, Bride of the Damned. Still don't have 5 yet. That's unfortunate. So this is like 10 out of 10 getting transmogged, right? Okay, deal. Definitely playing that. That one's probably getting transmogged. Feel like I should just play Ryaalinth. Yeah, I'm gonna play the Ryaalinth out here. It doesn't get any Soulcursed value, but just like, this is my 5/5 flyer for 5. Go. No, the princess wasn't in my opening hand. 2, 3, 5. Exhausted troops you control, ready troops you control have. That's pretty good. The old commander prompt. Dece plus even, if I must say. Brown Fox out playing now to draw a card. Seems good. We don't know any of the cards left in their hand now at this point. That's a limited bomb. Yeah, it seems bomby. Yeah, attack with these for 8 now, because when they're exhausted, they get plus power. Come on, Bloodstone. Come on, Bloodstone. Oh, we got a Bloodstone. So that means we can play this. Oh, he's dead. He's dead. I'm dumb. Oh, look at the bait and switch. Play the Vampire Prince. Play the Bloodstone for lethal. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, the Bloodstone for lethal. They never expect the Bloodstone for lethal, ladies and gentlemen. They never expect the Bloodstone for lethal. Now, let's play one more with this, then we'll play some with the Scrounger deck, shall we? Oh, baby. I feel good. We feel good. Like I knew that I would now. Oh yeah, he knew about the kiss, so like, yeah, Counter and the Bride was bad. He was dead to known information. They were dead. Hi. What's up? What's up, toddler? Is he another hit from the pretzel container? Oh, our show stopped. I got it. I got you. Dad's got the hookup. Do you want to try cashew? while we sit here and wait for our opponent to get back, I would just like to take a moment to say good morning, afternoon, and good night to everyone, wherever you're at in the world. Thanks for choosing to spend part of your day here with us. My name is Jeff Hogan. I'm a professional TCG player / content producer, and welcome to my Twitch channel. Hope you're enjoying yourself. If you're new to the channel and you're enjoying it, I would encourage you to show a little bit of support by using that follow button there on the screen. It doesn't cost you anything and helps other people find my work. If you've been around and you want to help me keep producing this content, the best way to do that is by subscribing on Twitch or becoming a patron on Patreon. Both those help support myself financially so I can continue doing this. This game, mulligan to resource awkward hands into another resource awkward hand. The resource base is definitely the gimp. The gimp in this deck. It's tough with only one dual shard to support Blood and Sapphire cards. So really kind of difficult. Opponent's playing Blood Diamond. Okay. Power and pain. So they conscripted a underworld troop with cost 4 that now has speed. Alright, let's play this Blood Shard. So we have Strangle, which is a good draw. And we have this third Blood Shard next turn, which isn't going to let us Dingle or Verdict. But the Shard Prism, when we cycle it, will generate a Sapphire Threshold. So we'll be able to Dingle or Verdict on our turn 4. See if they give us something worth strangling here. Nope. I'll take it. Herofall, yep, sign me up. So if they have a 4th resource, they can play their conscripted card next turn. Third threshold, interesting. Grant's Gift. Wow, that's really good. Man, wish we could have verdicted that. Oh, you need something to drink? Okay, I'm going to cycle this really quick, and then I'll be right back. I'm going to run and grab Jake something to drink. As the toddler requests, so shall we provide. Is it on me, or is it on my opponent? I'll be right back. I'm going to go get the water, and then we'll figure it out what's... I think I need to... I'm going to relog real quick, actually, because it looks like it's timing. I haven't had the clock hang in a while. Weird. Well, that logs in. I'll be right back. Grant's Gift is actually a card that's going to give us a lot of headache because it allows him to generate continual value from cards in his crypt. I guess, I was going to say, we don't have a way to get it off the board, but we actually have something borrowed in our deck, so that is theoretically an answer to that card. Alright, and hopefully we hit another non-slow shard here, so that way we can play the Vampire Prince with Dingle / Verdict / Strangle up. There are no paws here. Only foxes. So it is something borrowed. It's like the Sapphire Blood paw of Yezukan. It's like, oh, I'll borrow your Grunt's gift, I'll borrow that, and I'll borrow that. That could go either way. That could have been our Shard Prism, but it also could have just been theirs with their 3-shard deck. Okay, they're up to 4 thresholds now. Hopefully we hit a shard between our deck and theirs. Come on. Come on. Bloodstone. 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 This is actually kind of a liability against Grunts. God bless it. I think I'm supposed to play the second one out because it's just like having more princes increases our chances of hitting resources next turn. Main deck Withering Gaze. It's pretty good against us. Smash Magus, 3/3 speed, sure. Thankfully, like, and that's the nice thing about these princes being in our deck too. Like I talked about them being reasonable earlier, just to, like to help us at resource drops. Like, just the fact that like this card allows us to apply pressure when our opponent has like hard to answer cards like this, like that's super reasonable. All right, so we bricked on our own deck. We get 2 draws off of their deck for a shard now. Alright, that's a little frustrating. 27 shards later, and we've had 3 draws off of their deck, too. Unfortunate. Once we hit the next shard, we can Epiphany into more, hopefully. I mean, we don't know what most decks run right now, Coach. Just actually don't know. 10 out of 10 Verge the Ancient King's a Dormant one. Main deck closed coffins, yep. Alright, 3 draws and another resource this turn. Alright, miss 1. God bless. Alright, I'm just gonna play this and then play this out, I think. Coffins is one-sided. Coffins Dormant 1 is fine. Coffins is one-sided. They lose 3, we gain 3. God bless, up to 32. Hey, Inferno. How high is the entry cost for this game? As high or as low as you want it to be. Like every modern digital card game, Hex is completely free to play if you don't want to put any actual dollar bills into it. The constructed decks vary from season to season. They range anywhere from, you know, there's budget decks well under $50 to some of the tier 1 competitive decks could range up to about $200. Last season, the best constructed deck, the tier 1 deck, was probably in the $90 range. The other important thing to note about Hex TCG, unlike a lot of the digital card games that exist today, Hex TCG has a full buy, sell, trade secondary market, which means if you do put money into the game, you're not just locked and trapped with your purchase like you are with Hearthstone or Eternal or a lot of the other games. So, Coffins is still good at, like, turning off Crusaders, though. Like, disabling Deathcry is not irrelevant. Another vampire, sweet. Alright, let's attack with these. We did miss a shard on our own deck again here. We get 2 draws off of theirs. Actually, this is kind of awkward. If they have a removal spell and they kill this, I'm going to lose this princess in my hand, so I probably should have played that out. And we got a Harvest of Sorrow. We missed shards on their deck again. Alright, well, let's Epiphany, I guess, and try and find one here. I don't know why the bot's not working. We've been live for about an hour and a half. This is going to be the last match with the Blood-Sapphire control deck, and then we're going to play some with the Blood Ruby Scrounge aggro deck that I tweeted out earlier. Get a little variety in our standard life, give folks lots of different options to be building. Yeah, so the ban list updates happen on Monday, so we'll probably be doing Paper Magic next week. I had a Pokemon tournament last weekend, and this weekend is the Hex 5K CCS, so I've been testing for the Hex 5K. Next week we'll be back to playing some Paper Magic. Probably Modern. Probably Modern. So my opponent, I actually milled over a Rotpaw gang with my Vampire Prince, which they sacrificed a troop to return this to their hand. Probably just gonna Transmogrifade this, honestly. So I could also just, like, again, dealer's choice on how we want to kill the Rotpaw gang. They can sacrifice this troop to give this flying, though. Oh, actually, they're just dead, right? Yeah, because I, like, do this, I hit them, and then I kill them with the Vampire Kiss. Or the Bloodstone. Alright, not 100% sure what they're doing. The spot removal doesn't seem particularly stellar. Dingle is good at, like, stopping Rotpaw, and Verdict's good at stopping their various constants that they have, so I think I'm bringing those in. Transmogrifade's also decent at killing Rotpaw. So, there's a difference between Transmogrifading their 6/6 6-drop and my 3/3 flying 6-drop. Any thoughts on the bans? There really isn't. It really isn't worth the mental capacity to try and think about potential bans and unbans, because WotC just kind of, like, picks and chooses at random what they're doing with the format. Let's give this a try. I guess Gravebane Vial's actually pretty good here, right? He's got Rotpaws and... Huh. Yeah, actually, that's probably pretty good. I'm gonna trim here. I'm gonna trim a Bride of the Damned, because he showed us Coffins and probably has Herofall. Ryaalinth's probably okay. Go down to 1 Ryaalinth too. Yeah, I think that's fine. Let's give this a go. I think this is a match where I want. Gravebane Vial is very good. So this is a 2-cost artifact that draws a card when it comes into play, and then you can sacrifice it as a quick action at any time to void all cards in your opponent's crypt. So it cantrips when you play it, and it cantrips when you play it, and it you don't have to hold up resources to activate it. It's just very powerful. That seems great. It's got Prince on 2 into a couple of Strangles. Do an Epiphany to generate some card advantage. Coins out of my opponent here. With their Epiphany. It's not only that, but like, so the problem with Coffins is like, Coffins doesn't do anything on its own, and a lot of the decks that's like you want Coffins in, you often can't afford to just like have this card that doesn't affect the board. So like how often does like Coffins, there's going to be a lot of situations where like you draw the Coffins where it would have just like been better as another piece of spot removal. Oh, what a cheap shot. Blood Diamond Hideous conversion. I did not. I skimmed it. I looked at the deck list. Maybe I looked at the deck list. Someone linked the deck list in my team chat. That's what it was. I know I've seen it. It was on Primal, right? I've been focusing mostly on Standard and Draft for the event this weekend. Actually have a 2-0 draft, but we need to finish at some point here. That's a good conscript. We're talking about Immortal Waffle. I mean, non-rotating formats are generally devolve into broken combos versus answers. Like, that's just like the nature of how card games with large card pools work over time. Are we ready for a diaper change, toddler? No? You're okay? I love you, happy boy. I like when you're happy instead of angry. We need some pretzels. Hit from the pretzel box. Yep. I mean, there's more to it than that. Like, the extra gems give it some leave, too. Like, there's a reason why I doubt their premier tournaments will ever be Immortal. Like, the Immortal's gonna see support from, like, the extra stuff like Hex Primal, and we might see, like, the Shard Cups and stuff like that are gonna be Immortal, but... Alright, would love to draw a Shard here. So we can play our Epiphany and then draw more Shards. God bless. Alright, now let's take an action out of their hand with this Vampire Princess. Ah, jeez, look at that. I love when we call shots for ourselves instead of for our opponents. Let's play this and pass the turn here. Butcher. Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and Epiphany here just to, like, try and hit our resource drops. Rockins in air with the 2-month resubscription. Thank you for the continued support. I really do appreciate that. Welcome back. Thank you for remembering to re-up the Twitch Prime subscription. I know I forget about them all the time. Second Sapphire Shard. God bless. He's gonna pass the turn here. Probably gonna kiss this at end step. Hopefully he plays something we can Strangle, and then we can kiss plus Strangle into our turn play Vampire Queen. That would be a good sequence for us. Runner, yep. So whenever you conscript a card, it conscripts extra. So yeah, perfect. So that's Strangle this. And then we can kiss this. Strangle one, kiss the other. You know, send them both to the crypt. What a pleasant game. Choke one troop, kiss the other. Smooches. Smooches. Play this Vampire Queen on 6. What's not to love, really? What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, man. Now, do I play the kiss out, or do I play this and just kill it with this? I think I'm supposed to play the queen out here. I think I'm supposed to play the queen. All hail to the queen. Alright, I actually need to change a diaper here real quick. I'll be right back, folks. Don't go anywhere. Thanks for hanging out. Well, that's annoying. Oh wait, this is fine, right? We drew the threshold, so we play this. Oh, this is actually pretty sweet, right? We play the bride. We play the blood shard. We give this -1/-1. We strangle it. It comes back to us. We crack them for 5 in the air. Yeah, seems good. Seems lit, fam, I believe the children would say. What do you think, Jacob? Is this lit? Do you think it's lit, Jacob? Is it lit? Tell me, is it lit? Don't. You're moving too much. Dad's gonna misclick. All right. Man, this Bride of the Damned has been real good. She's been smooches, you know? Just. Oh, look, he's even got his right color back. All right, deck for 5. Gain 5, the old 10-point life swing. Swing-a-rooney here. Swing-a-ring ding da ding da ding ding ding. Swing-a-ring ring da ding da ding ding ding. Bing-a-ding ding da ding da ding 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 ding. Block? Deal. These trade, I get your guy. Oh, okay. Still get your guy. Okay, still get your guy. Oh, they're just like emptying their hand of action so that way the vampire prince, the way the vampire princesses that these could turn into won't take their stuff. That makes sense. Swing for the fences. They also just like gain 10 here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at that. We got a bloodstone. Play the bloodstone. God, these bloodstones have been so disgusting with the queen. Ip, ip, cheerio. God save the queen. God save the vampire queen. Here for the entertainment, not the card games. I mean, it's for my beautiful face, right? Originally, I thought the queen was too expensive to be playable, but yeah, this card is very good. Like, the fact that this card is basically 7 life-draining evasive power for 6 resources. It's a very, very reasonable rate. Very, very reasonable. Into Plat 2 we go. We got 10,000 gold. Got another 4,000 gold from our level rewards. Sign me up.